Okay, cool. Okay, good. Thank you, everybody. How many times have we ruined new seasons in our life, right? Trying to hold on to old ones. Why? Because a lot of times, what we're afraid of, we're afraid to walk into the dark of a new season. This is the thing, y'all. New is good, but new is also dark. New, listen, we all want new, but nobody knows what new is, right? Nobody knows what new is. And this is the problem. The reason why we're scared to walk in new is number one, is dark. And the reason why we take our old attitudes and old mentalities and old ways of thinking. I'm sorry my mic wasn't on this whole time, y'all. I've been on for 26 minutes. Y'all hear me now, right? But the reason why we drag old stuff that we had into new seasons is because we're scared of the future we're praying for. That's why you have to learn to develop yourself for the future you desire. Why? So you don't ruin new seasons. You sabotage new seasons enough. And guess what? Why do we do it? Well, we do it for people. We sabotage where we're going for people. We sabotage where we're going because we don't want them to think differently of us. You hear what I'm saying? We sabotage new seasons because what protected us in the old, we're still used to. And this is the point I was making earlier. Survival keys don't open new doors. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Survival keys don't open new doors. See, what you use to survive won't work here. It won't work here, y'all. It won't work with what you're trying to enter into. And just because something was good to you in one season doesn't mean it's good for you in the next. I want y'all to catch this. Just because something allowed you to make it in the old season doesn't mean that you'll make it in the next. What you are holding on to will ruin what you're trying to go into, right? Because what protected you in the past doesn't mean it will protect you now. And again, the beauty of this is not a knock to us. It's not a knock to us because we all have things that felt good to us in one season, right? And it protected you. Whatever it was, it might have been a negative thing. This is the thing. We're not going to over spiritualize this, right? There's some things we had in our life that helped us when we were broken. It became a friend, right? Even if it was negative, something that carries you becomes like a friend to you, right? It can be an addiction, but it carried you, so you trust it. It could be a toxic person, but they were there, so you trust them. So what happens is when you get ready to walk into a new season of life, you're still saying, I got to take with me what I trust, even if it's no good for this season. I'm going to say it again. Survival keys do not open new doors. Y'all hear me? Let me jump in the chat. Yeah, good. Thank you, everybody. Survival keys don't open new doors. They don't. In fact, they lock them. Because listen, your new future deserves a new you. Your new future deserves new relationships. Your new future deserves new grace, right? Some of you have gotten through life by being very hard on yourself. And you still think, okay, that being hard on myself got me through. Listen, what got you through doesn't mean you need it for the next. And you can, that being hard on yourself for that season, you needed to push. But now that you just need to walk into your future, you're hurting yourself because you're still being hard on yourself when you should be giving yourself grace. We're sabotaging new seasons, y'all. We sabotage them. Why? Listen, God used certain things to carry you through the storm, but you're not in the storm anymore. You know where your storm is now? It's right here. Oh, one of my favorite Bible scriptures because it's so rich with wisdom. It's so rich with wisdom. When the disciples were on the boat, let me check this chat before I get in here. Before I get in this point. My man Kamal, good to see you, brother. Good to see you in the building. My man R Business on YouTube, good to see you, my brother. Levine, man, God bless you, my brother. Y'all can jump in the chat whenever you get ready. One of my favorite Bible scriptures is when the disciples came to Jesus. It was a storm on the boat, right? It was raining. The storm had just started. I want you to follow me. The storm had just started. So imagine this rain outside, and the rain is at the bottom of your feet, not on your feet. The rain is at the bottom of your feet. It's raining on this boat. And you know what the disciples do? They got so scared that it started raining. They ran down to the bottom of the boat, and watch their words. They ran down to the bottom of the boat. They woke Jesus out of his sleep. Watch their words. And they said to him, don't you care that we are drowning? Listen, let's set the scene again. It just started raining, and they came to Jesus and said, don't you care that we are drowning? The water was nowhere near drowning them. Their fear made them create a reality that wasn't there. And we do the same thing. We allow our fear to create realities that aren't there. And then we are afraid of the thing that we created in our own mind. Now, where's your proof? My proof is when they woke Jesus up to stop the storm, he didn't get up there right away and stop it. He talked to them while the storm was going on. Now, why did he do that? He did that because the worst storm was not outside the boat. The worst storm was in their mind. So what do I really need to be saying peace be still to? I don't need to be speaking to my storm. I know we were taught that in religious thinking, but I don't need to speak to my storm. I need to speak to myself in the storm so that I stop sabotaging where I'm going. Let me check the chat. I'm so glad y'all here tonight. So glad y'all here tonight. I'm going to be teaching a Bible study every Monday at 8 o'clock, y'all. I'm committed. I'm going to jump on here and teach a Bible study 8 o'clock every Monday night. But tonight, for those who are just jumping on, what we're talking about is how we ruin new seasons in our life. We sabotage new seasons in our life. This is another thing. This is another reason. The first reason we do it is because we believe that survival keys will open new doors, and they won't. Number two, we also believe that loyalty to an old version of ourselves. We're too loyal to an old version of ourselves. And it's going to cost you everything. Being loyal to an old version of you will cost you your future. You hear what I'm saying? You're too loyal to a broken you. You're too loyal to a broken you. Where did the broken you take you? Before you start trusting in a broken you, you're too loyal to an old version of yourself. Where did the old version of yourself take you? Where did it take you? It took you to bad relationships. It took you to dirty thinking on yourself. It took you to broken feelings about yourself. Where did the old you take you? It took you in circles you couldn't get out of. You're ruining where you're going because you're too loyal to an old version of yourself. You allowed yourself at one point in your life, you outgrew certain things. You outgrew certain things. And now you're letting it grow back on you, right? You're letting it grow back on you because you believed it helped you at one time or another. So you're letting old things grow back on you. No, you have to embrace freedom. You can't just have, my God, help me tonight, God. You can't just have freedom. You have to embrace freedom because the same freedom that's in front of you, if it's not embraced, you will not hold to the freedom. Listen, didn't Israel was in Egyptian bondage, eating garlic and leek, making stones without straw. They were in trouble. And when they got free, they were free. They got free from it. The Red Sea, the whole thing happened. And what did they do? They said, shall we return? Shall we return? What were they saying? They were saying that I'm so scared of the darkness of a beautiful future that I'd rather go back to the destruction of a past that I'm sure of. Oh God, y'all, we have gone, my God, help me teach tonight. We've gone back to things and situations that have bound us, not because we love it, but because we're used to it. And we're too loyal to an old version of yourself. Too loyal. What does growth mean? Growth means, it means honoring who you were without being imprisoned by who you were. You Let me jump in this chat. My God, I feel loose today. Huh? Yes, sir. Yes, Brian. Yes, Apostle Phillips. Embrace freedom. You can't just have it. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace the freedom that's in front of you. Not just have it. Embrace it. Hold on to it because it's where you're going. You got to hold on to where you're going. Huh? See, because this is the thing. This is the thing. About this loyalty that we have. See, I want to say this again. Growth means honoring an old version of you without being in prison. It means that you can say, this is where I've been. What did I learn from that? What did I learn was broken in me? But to hold on, no, you're going to ruin your life that way. See, because let me say this. If anybody's taking notes, write this down. New seasons require an updated version of you. My phone, my phone. I got an iPhone, and every now and then, whenever they come up with an update, they push it to your phone, right? And there's times I went and did the update, but I couldn't stand what it did to my phone, and I couldn't go back. I want y'all to catch this. So every time I open this phone, it says update your phone. And I found a way around it so I didn't have to update my phone. Now, why am I avoiding update my phone? Because I don't want them to do new stuff to my phone because I'm used to the way it is. Now, the update could be 1,000 times better, but I'm so used to the way my phone is that I'm refusing to update. And many of us in our lives, we're refusing to update, not because it's not good, but because we're used to an old thing. My God, I'd rather go through the hustle of learning a new thing than to hold on to an old thing that's keeping me stuck. That's keeping me stuck. Now I want you to see this. So number one, we're loyal to old keys because we believe they'll open new doors. They won't. Number two, we're loyal. We're too loyal to old versions of ourselves. Number three, we're clinging to old relationships. We're clinging to old relationships that are actually ruining new assignments in your life. I'll get into that. Let me just check the chat. Yeah. Huh? Y'all following me? Because this is the thing. The old relationships, it will cost you growth. This is the thing. Familiar situations, familiar people don't always fit your purpose. Familiar people don't always fit your purpose. Who understood you in one season may be completely oblivious to who you are in this season. And it doesn't mean they don't love you. It means that they can't walk with you. Why? The scripture talks about having what they call hinds feet in high places. It was talking about the animal that has the ability and has the sure-footedness to walk up a steep mountain and not fall. Hinds feet. Hinds feet allow even how you see certain wild goats able to walk on the side of a mountain. The slope is just like this. And here they are walking on the side of this mountain. Why? Because they have feet for it. What are you saying? I'm saying that there are seasons in your life where you're developing new insight. I feel God. Where you're developing new insight and new foresight. You're developing it all. And guess what you're doing? You're still trying to drag people that can't go. Because with people that can't go, they'll always try to water down where you're going. They'll say, or do you have to go now? Here we go. Here, you remember Jesus? His ultimate purpose was to hit that cross. It wasn't the miracles. It wasn't all the stuff we read. His ultimate purpose was to hit that cross. And you have an ultimate purpose too. You also have people in your life that will say, you sure you gotta, you really gotta, you gotta go through that? Yes. Right? When I went to retire from senior pastoring after 27 years, I was on dialysis. I was sick. I was traveling the country. I buried my mom, my dad, and my daughter, and never recovered from any of this. I was going on in my call. I never recovered, never grieved. I was going forward. And one day it hit me. I was sitting, walking. In fact, I was walking through the airport. I just got done preaching in Houston, and I'm walking through the airport, and my feet were hurting so bad because of all the toxins in my blood system. I had something called gout, and I could barely walk. It felt like I was walking on nails trying to get through the airport. And here I am having dialysis in all these different cities. Here I am, a divorced man, trying to raise my family, going out of my mind. And something said, you don't love you. You don't love you. And you know what the truth was? It had nothing to do with the anointing. It had nothing to do with my call. I didn't love myself enough to enter a new season. I swore by the old one. And some of us are swearing by old versions of ourselves. We're swearing by old relationships. We're swearing by people who are tied to your pain and people that are tied to your struggle. And just because someone's tied to your pain doesn't mean they're tied to your potential. In fact, they can be tying you from your potential. Oh, teach God. You hear what I'm saying? You can be stuck in a place where you are trying to wonder where to go, and the path is right there, but old relationships are pointing you toward old thinking. And you can't get where you got to go. Let me go and let me see who's in the chat. Yo, brother Rush. I'm on YouTube, and yes, this is on YouTube and Facebook. I'm streaming live to both. I'm streaming live to both, Rush, on both right now. Okay. I'm on both. All right. Yeah, I'm on both. Y'all can jump in the chat whenever you get ready. If it's something, listen, something. Let me put this up now. We're gonna do Winter's the advice. So when I end the show, about 10 minutes left in the show, throw it in the chat right now if you need advice, if you have questions about anything, about your future, about how to get over certain things so you stop sabotaging your future. That's what we're talking about tonight, the things that cause us to sabotage our future. If you got any questions, jump in the chat and we'll do Winter's the advice, okay? Before we go. All right. Let me see. Thank you to everybody that's on tonight. I'll be on every Monday, y'all, at 8:00. I'll be teaching on Monday nights, 8:00. All right. So let me roll through them again, just in case you're coming on. I'm teaching 5 teaching points tonight about how we ruin new seasons in our life. Number 1, we use old keys on new doors. It will never work. Number 2, we're too loyal to an old version of ourselves. Number 3, we're clinging to old relationships. Listen, you can love people and leave them right where they are. Why? Because the dynamic of the relationship is not fit for the growth of where you're going. It limits you. Listen, in this season of your life, anything that's limiting your thinking, is limiting your forward focus. You have to refocus. And I'm gonna say this. This book right here behind me, dear. This is dear. This I can't get my fingers right, y'all. This book right here, dear brother. I got it. That's the first chapter in that book, dear brother. I walk all the way through the Psalms for men, through Proverbs, and I break it down for men. Right, the first chapter of this book. I got one right here. The first chapter of this book that I have right here, dear brother, the blueprint to becoming a man of your own dreams. If you want this book, go on christianwinters.com right now and you can grab it. All right. Let me. I got some codes. If you're watching, you can take a picture of this right now. You can pick this up right now. Dear brother, the blueprint to becoming the man of your own dreams. The first chapter in this book is called Fix Your Gaze. Fix your gaze. Fix where you're going. Fix your gaze. Why? Because I can't go where I got to go stuck like this. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Number 4, delay comes from disobedience. Delay comes from disobedience. When God is calling you forward, right? When God is calling you forward, the first thing we do is look at our past, why we can't. Right? right? And another thing, another reason the delay in your life comes from disobedience. Why? Because we carry expired relationships, expired mindsets. We carry unnecessary struggle into a new day. Think about it. Think about it. Every time God does something new in our life for you, with you, through you, a lot of times the first thing you do is try to carry some stuff that you were comfortable with, right? I'm going to take this with me because I'm comfortable with this. If your comfort zone doesn't break, you'll never see the dreams that are in your mind. I'm telling you today, y'all, I gave up on my dreams today. I did early this morning, right? And I'm going to show y'all something. If y'all didn't see it, you can check my shorts that I might have erased it, y'all, because I need room on my phone. But I did a short. It's on Facebook. It's on TikTok as well, right? Because I couldn't, this morning, I just couldn't find myself. And I was ready to quit on everything. And it's probably the best thing. Because why? There's some things God has for you that's bigger than what you dreamed. You could write a whole book of your dreams and your thoughts. It doesn't mean, it means that you have some sort of sign of where you want to go. But what if what God wants for you are not on the pages of your notes and your dreams? What if what God wants to do for you is bigger than your vision board? Are you willing to let that go for what God wants for you? Listen, because you can have a good thing and it still be binding you. Because even though it's good, it's not good enough for where you're going. Let me hit number 5 and then we're done for the night. Healing is not just letting go. It's leaning into where I'm going and learning how to receive. The biggest thing for healing is learning how to receive. The biggest key to healing is learning how to receive. The biggest key to healing is learning how to receive. Could you imagine? Nobody goes to the hospital to refuse everything. If I'm in trouble enough to go to the hospital, I'm not going to get there. Oh, well, we think you need this medicine. I don't want that. We think you need this, and I don't want that either. Well, listen, this will help. I don't want that either. Huh? Because why? I can't get healing unless I learn how to receive what will heal me. Letting go will make room. But you have to let something in. You got to start letting new stuff in your life, new thinking, even if it's challenging your old thinking. Don't make an idol of who you used to be. There's a better you somewhere. Again, this is my last point, y'all. So I'm gonna go. If you need some advice, some guidance, some wisdom, some knowledge on something, jump in the chat, and I'll go through all those before I end. I end tonight. All right. All right. Go in there and drop it in the chat. All right. Okay. And so healing, again, healing is not just letting go. Healing is learning to receive. What's the greatest things I can receive in order to heal? Grace, peace, love, support. See, we all want, if you ask anybody, they'll say, I want love, I want peace, I want support. Do you know how to receive it when it comes? Or have you been so on your own trying to make it that you don't know how to receive help when it comes? Or you distrust the help that comes because you're so used to being on your own time? Let me go to the chat. Y'all in this chat tonight. Goodness gracious. I'm so thankful for y'all tonight. All right. Listen, let me take a pause before I end. Sunday, some of you that know of my ministry has been a lifelong since 14. And I retired in 2019, and I sat down. The Lord blessed me with a kidney transplant in 2020, and I've been sitting for since then, 5 years. And I go out every now and then to teach, but I've really been to myself trying to grab a hold of where I'm going. And now I know where I'm going. Master Built Sundays. This is for men, 8 to 9:15 every Sunday, starting this Sunday coming, July the 20th. All right. Right there, 5356 Chew Avenue, Building B. All right, 8 to 9:15. I'm meeting with men. And I'm helping men find their purpose. And then I'm tying those men to purpose projects. Okay, it's simple what I'm doing. I'm helping men discover what they were born for. And then I'm going to help them tie their gift to a need out there. It's not This is not a hard vision to understand, okay? This is what I'm doing on Sunday. Right after that, from 9:20 to 10, all right? From 9:20 to 10, I'll be teaching. Ladies are welcome. Everybody's welcome. From 9:20 to 10 o'clock, I'll be teaching. Everybody's welcome to that. From 8 to 9:15, all men, all right? All right. Let me so y'all come through, enjoy, grow with me, okay? It's not a church service. I won't have a band and all that stuff. I'm just teaching. I'm teaching wisdom for living and wisdom for the future, okay? So y'all get into that, all right? Sunday, brothers, 8 to 9:15. I'm meeting with men. We're discovering your purpose and we're serving the community, okay? That's what we're doing through your gift, not through mine, through yours. Bring your sons, bring your heart. It's a men's movement. It's time to change the world around us, okay? Let me get back. And let me finish this up. So again, lastly, healing is not just letting go. Healing is learning to receive. Okay. The next season isn't about proving yourself. The next season isn't about proving you survived. The next season in your life will be about learning how to really live. Hey, y'all, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. This is the Christian Winners Podcast. I'll be live every Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to teach some wisdom. The chat is always open. Visit my website. You can get any of my books there. You see them in the back. I have 4 books that I wrote over many years. They're all available to you. This one is 1441. I left church to serve God. This one is The Soul of Sarah for women. And I have 2 books for men. Dear Brother, The Blueprint to Becoming the Man of Your Own Dreams, and Home, Where Hurt Men Heal. Every one of those are available on christianwinters.com. I also offer coaching on christianwinters.com. You can go and book coaching with me. If you need counseling, you need coaching, my calendar is right on my website, christianwinters.com, and you can book yourself an appointment on my website if you need coaching. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out, everybody. May God really bless all of you really strong. Listen, yesterday was history and tomorrow's a mystery. All we have is right now. What you going to do with it? What you going to do about it? Until next time, I'll see you soon. Peace.